Hi, this is your friendly neighborhood man in Magenta wig, and I haven't really been in this situation recently. I haven't done a podcast-length video for, seems like forever, because the last one I did was the one where I showed off the Duke Nukem level, and that seemed like a month or 2 months ago. And, maybe I'll show that level again. I have built onto it quite a lot since then. But that's not why we're here. We're here so I can talk about something that hopefully all of you can relate to. The passing of time. My mind seems to be stuck in the past. I spent so much time thinking about, places I love to go and things I loved to do when I was a kid that I can't do anymore or I can't go to anymore. And, I spent so much time just wishing, I wish I could bring them back somehow. I wish I could revisit that place or, do that thing again, and I can't. And it bums me out, and I hate that my mind is so stuck in the past. I think the best way I can describe this is, look at malls, okay? Because where I live, we used to have like 3 malls within 5 minutes of each other, and 2 of them are gone now. And looking back, like, at the one that's remaining, when I was a kid, I used to love all the music stores. We had Wave Music in one part of the mall. We had Camelot, which was huge. We had NRM on the lower floor. All of those are gone now. We had an electronics boutique. I love to go in and read like the player's guides for the Nintendo 64 games and stuff. That's gone. We had a media play there, and we had a Suncoast Video, gone and gone. There's so much that I loved to do back then that I just can't experience anymore. And it moves beyond sometimes. I miss this music store. Speaking of music stores, man, we used to have a place called Blockbuster Music. Man, that place was awesome. If you wanted, like, weird imported CDs, like, if you... this old date when the place was there, I remember being, like, mid-90s, like, looking at, like, the Japanese import of Ace of Base's album, and that was cool to me as a kid. It's like, you recognize the cover, but all the song titles are in Japanese. It's like, man, that's sweet when you're, like, 8. You don't see things like that often. Anyway, I digress because I've gotten way off topic. What I was trying to get into is these memories of places that I loved and stuff, that are gone forever. It doesn't stop there. Sometimes it goes to, I remember really liking this friend and I will never get to talk to them again. There are friendships I fucked up in my lifetime. Bad. Really bad. I still dwell on friendships I lost 5, 6, 7 years ago that I shouldn't be thinking about anymore. Because, it's well beyond the point of realizing, like, that person's never going to come back into your life. You don't know where they are in the world, Maybe they got run over by a train at some point. You wouldn't know, I could be dwelling about people that aren't even around anymore. How do I know? But, I don't know how to move on. And that's a thing that I really have to figure out. Because I'm at a point in my life where I've isolated the problems in my life, I've isolated what makes me unhappy, and I've isolated mistakes that I've made in the past, acknowledged the mistakes I've made in the past, acknowledged that I did something wrong, and have gone out of my way to change those. Because granted, there are relationships in the past that I destroyed that I've started to rebuild. I've gone back, found the people and said, man, I've really messed things up in the past, even if it was like 5, 10 years ago, I'm not the same person anymore. Can we start to rebuild? And they have, but it's the ones that I can't fix that eat at me most. And, that's basically my life goal at the moment. That's my biggest goal, is just learn how to live in the now. I realize the value of living in the now because you can say, screw all that shit you did in the past. Screw mistakes you made, when you were younger and naive and, didn't know how to function in the world. And because, I made a lot of improvements in my life. Well, for one thing, I'm not a dick anymore. Well, okay. Some people watching this might go, yeah, you are. But no, on the whole, I try to be a good person. I try to be open and listen to people and understand people's feelings and realize when I'm making a mistake, because that was a problem in the past, you know, when I was younger and stupider. I wasn't self-aware at all. I would just say things and make jokes that were just terribly offensive and just be an outward unpleasant person, never happy, never nice to anyone. You know, it's just, I have to accept that I made mistakes, that I was cranky, and I have to live in the now. So I'm sort of declaring that. That is my life goal. Just move on. Just move on. So yeah, the passing of time. It sucks, but I feel like it can be dealt with. You know, I feel like you can, you know, package the past into one bundle and just pick it up and throw it. I need to live in the now. I need to focus on the future, because I probably have a lot of good things happening in my life that I haven't even realized yet. And I need to look ahead. You know, there are probably amazing things... Bastard. I mean, there are probably amazing things, you know, coming into my life right in front of my face, and I'm too busy going, I miss music stores. But I have to open my eyes. I have to open my eyes and see, hey, look, this opportunity is presenting itself to me. And all this time, I've just been looking at the wrong thing. I've been focusing on the wrong things. I should be grabbing at this opportunity. I should be pulling it into my life and just making my life amazing. And that's why it's a good thing that I'm recording this, because I have myself on video saying, this is how my life is going to be now. I'm going to forget the past. I'm going to admit that the past happened, put it in the past, look at the future, and I will be a better person for that. I will stop missing going to Borders. I will stop missing going to Camelot Music. I will stop missing friends that I royally screwed over in some way that I will never see again in any conceivable lifetime, because, you know what? That stuff taught me lessons, but it's gone now. It's gone. I can take the lessons and build. I don't always have to dwell on the negative. I can pull positives from them. Bastard. And now I've realized that I actually feel a lot better than I did at the beginning of this video. At the beginning of this video, I kind of felt half tired and was like, but now, like, I kind of feel amped up. I kind of feel positive. I kind of feel like, oh, hey, you know, I got a lot of promise that I didn't necessarily realize. So good. Promise. I got promise. I got promise. I got a dry mouth, but I got promise. So yes, this is your positive, forward-thinking man in magenta wig saying, look towards the future. The past is the past, and there's so much in the future that you probably haven't seen yet. Grasp it. Reel it in. And, yeah, be awesome. You use that, you know, use that to be awesome. Because you, too, can be awesome. So I'm going to go to sleep now. I'm going to wake up tomorrow feeling positive and rejuvenated because I just had a moment of self-realization on film. So for now, I'm going to go to sleep because it's like 1 a.m. and I'm really tired. Bye.